Hello. Hello. Welcome, everybody. My name is Cami. I'm a part of Team Harmony and just thrilled to be here. And I'm so thankful that you are here because we're about to share something pretty exciting with you. And it has changed our lives and just been a very positive thing for so many people around the world. And I'm excited to tell you about it. So, what we're talking about tonight is this. I have one on my wrist. I have a little bruise on my wrist, and this is actually helping my bruise heal a little bit faster. Ooh, I said that word. And it's helping me regenerate a little bit better. Um, Tracey's going to run the slides, and we're going to show you a little bit of information about what this is, and then hopefully get your questions answered and tell you how to get them if you want to start helping your body get what it needs to. You ready to share screen, Trace?
Okay, I'm ready. Here we go.
What we're talking about tonight is phototherapy. You guys, I mean, obviously, you guys remember biology from when we were little. Our cells are body's powerhouses, and they respond to light. Remember second grade when you had brought us, I used a bean, but we planted beans in a cup and we had to make sure to keep the paper towel watered, and then we had to bring the cups to the sunlight, to the windowsill, and keep it needed water, it needed sunlight, and the bean at first to sprout it had the nutrition in there to keep it going, to sprout it. But then as it grew, then it started turning green. That's photosynthesis. So that's what we're talking about, is giving a cell a signal to make change. So if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're in the right place. We have all kinds of tools to share with you, but the main one that we talk about is X39. And I love this quote because it's talking about not just treating illness. We're talking about unlocking the body's innate ability to heal. Innate means it was designed that way. Your body was designed with systems in it to help your. So, just so you know, we are not medical professionals and we are not your medical professional. So, we're not here to treat or diagnose. Um, we're going to share with you a wellness product. That's what the classification is with the FDA. But this information is, this content is for informational purposes only. If you need more information, I encourage you to write down this website. There's a ton of information on this website. It's harmonypatching.com. Did you know that sunlight deficiency is now considered as deadly as smoking? I mean, obviously, it's no surprise. We don't send our kids out to as much to the sunshine as we can. Everybody's glued to their screens, creating blue light toxicity. There's so much going on in our world right now, but we aren't out in the light as much as we should be. So our bodies need light to work properly and create, like I said, just like a plant needs light, we need light as well. There are all different types of phototherapy or different light being used medicinally, even red light saunas. Those are all fantastic, but note that they are all external sources of light being applied or used on the body. So let's talk about stem cell research for just a couple minutes. You know, when a baby is developing in utero, you have a ton of stem cells. That's what the baby is you know, the pluripotent stem cells that can become anything. And there's like an eyeball, a hair, a heart, a brain, a fingernail, a toenail, whatever. So as we age, as the baby grows up, those stem cells start to specialize and then pretty soon decline. By the time you're 60, you have about 10% of those stem cells left. And people just basically accept that you're on a downhill slide from there on out. So by the time we are 60, we've lost almost all of our stem cells. But if there is a way that I could share with you that would reactivate your body's natural ability to create cells, that would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? Well, here is our LifeWave X39 patch. This is a wearable, light reflective technology. You are the source of light. It's patented and it's very amazing. And I think we're going to watch a video that kind of explains this technology a little bit better.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
I love that. So this technology has been around for over 20 years. It was originally designed for the Navy SEALs, and it was to help their cells, help their bodies have more energy and boost their ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So that helped, this technology helped them have more energy when they were on missions. And then our inventors started to go, who else needs this product? And he was like, athletes need this product. So it got through a series of introductions, people saying, hey, I know somebody. It made its way over to Coach Richard Quick at Stanford University. And he was training US Olympic hopefuls in the swim team. So from then on, it has been in the athletic world and kind of been that secret sauce. Not very many people know about it, but I'm just telling you, this company is blowing up now since 2019, since the company made the X39 patch. It has grown 3,000%. And we have new technologies coming online, water infused, light infused water machine. We have other things happening that are causing this company to explode. So we have a wonderful website for you to go find out more information about this technology. And this is called startx39now.com. And it is password protected. Password is right there for you to see. I love this website because there is this section where you can go look at the clinical studies, look at the patents, read the wording. You can look at what in the world does this copper peptide do for you, for your body, and studies on PubMed. Here's a study that gives you information about wearing the X39 patch for 6 weeks. And they were studying the cardiovascular biomarkers. And what they found was at the end of 8 weeks, or I'm sorry, at the end of the 6-week study, some of the participants reversed age cardiovascularly an average of 8 weeks. So they got 6 weeks older biologically, but their bodies looked like they were 8 weeks younger. Go figure. Here's another one, also 6 weeks, wearing X39 for 6 weeks. And this beautiful result here is from one of the subjects, the test subjects, and you can see her very flat, inflamed brain in session 1. And session 2, the pendulum swung the other way after 3 weeks of wearing the X39. Again, these are helping restore the balance in the body. So the pendulum swung a little bit the other way as the brain was healing, and it became cooler. And then by session 3, the end of 6 weeks, this brain was beautifully balanced. What that means is that there's improved memory, improved focus, improved cognition, improved brain function. And of course, it's just obvious there's decreased inflammation there, improved blood flow. So you can see that it's a beautiful visual test result from just 6 weeks. Of course, not everybody's test results were the same. This is one of many people, but this shows a very beautiful example of what is possible. Here is another beautiful example of what is possible. And this was very short. This was less than 2 weeks here, of someone, and she was just using the X39. You can see a definite improvement there. Something that people love to hear is that it gives you more energy during the day, but it also improves sleep pathways. So then we have a couple of other support patches that we love to use, and that is the Alavita patch. We'll explain that a little bit more in that. Jeff will explain that. And we have another one called Silent Nights. So just know we have lots of tools in our toolbox, but the main thing that we talk about is X39. Marcy has, we're part of Marcy's team now, but 6 years ago, she was struggling with a terrible disease. And she'd already gone through a double mastectomy, chemo, radiation. And the only reason she had hair in this picture is because she was doing cold cap therapy. But then she found out a terrible thing, that she had a recurrence of all of those nasty regrowing cells. So a friend of hers gave her 10 X39 patches, and she looked at them and she said, I'm dying and you're giving me band-aids. What is this? And so, and her doctor friend, it was a naturopath doctor friend, who gave them to her. She's like, Marcy, what have you got to lose? And she's like, oh, well, since you put it that way, you're right. So she wore this patch 12 hours on and 12 hours off, put a new patch on the next day for 10 days. In the first couple of days, she noticed that her body started detoxing the heavy metals of chemo out of her body. And it came out her mouth. She said she tasted heavy metals for 2 days. It was horrible. And her skin started detoxing as well. So then she started to feel a little bit better, like hope wise, like her depression was lifting. And so then after the end of the 10th day, she couldn't stop touching her skin. It felt so lovely. And she had hope. And she's like, whatever these things are, we need to tell the world about them because this is amazing. So she has. That's what she's done. So here's some more photos. We'll go pretty quickly through these, but you can tell that this product is really, truly helping your cells from the inside out. These just regeneration and rejuvenation of things that you may have been previously told that you might need surgery for, or that you're always going to have. So you can just see images here of regeneration and hope. It's not a quick fix. I just want to remind you that we do have some patches like Ice Wave mentioned under this woman's back here, that helps you with pain relief. But the rejuvenation part takes some time. It's not a quick fix. It does start working right away, but sometimes people don't feel it. So here's some beautiful examples of rejuvenation, collagen support, all of these things. Remember, it's just light signaling your body to do what it was programmed to do in the original design. So we're getting back to health. We're getting back to balance. We're restoring the codes that the body needs. So we'll pause at this picture of Roger here. He had been dealing with fast growing cells on his body for 15 years. He'd been through 20 surgeries and he was done being cut on. And he was really concerned with these two spots, one deep in his nostril and one on his forehead that he had been dealing with for about a year and a half. And when we met for the first time and we got together and I told him a little bit more about these patches and he did pretty well in 2 months. Look at that. So I love this because not only are they great for humans, but I tell people to save their used patches and put them on their fur babies because these can provide pretty amazing relief for our fur babies. I even put them on my plants. My plants love them. Again, infrared light. So they're light reflectors. So we have a quick testimonial from somebody that I met at convention. So we'll go into a deep dive in a little bit about our convention experience and hopefully share some insights with you about the new products coming out with LifeWave. But this lady, her story was just incredible. So here, take a listen to this. Oh, can we turn the volume up, my dear? Well, as Tracey's working on the volume, I'm just going to explain to you, this is Marilyn. She's from Alabama, close to Mississippi. and she was on 20 medications when she discovered the patches, and she her blood pressure was ridiculously high, like stroke high, in danger of stroke. And so she started using the patches in August, and by November she was off all of her medications.
I think
so
should work now, Cami.
Okay.
My high blood pressure was like 250 over 150, sometimes 195, but it was stroke mode.
Wow, she was in stroke mode with her blood pressure and everything, and now she's doing good. And she's off all of that medication. She was just telling me she goes out and dancing until 2 or 3 in the morning now. She loves to dance.
Oh, I do. I love dance.
Okay, so you were just telling me about how you had helped some friends.
I had 2 people that have been trying to get, well, one of them wasn't trying to get pregnant, but the other one was. She was doing the fertilization, and they come up pregnant about 3 months after taking the patches.
And how old was she?
They were in their 30s now. April and them, JoJo was 50.
Oops.
I'm with Marilyn here. I just met Marilyn, and
So in the
she loves to dance.
last couple
Oh, I
seconds,
do. I love dance.
Okay, so you were just telling me about how you had helped some friends.
I had 2 people that have been trying to get, well, one of them wasn't trying to get pregnant, but the other one was. She was doing the fertilization, and they come up pregnant about 3 months after taking the patches.
And how old was she?
They were in their 30s now. April and them, JoJo was 50, she's 54 and he's 58.
And they just had a baby.
And they just had a baby. He's 2-year-old. Wait, it was back in 23, so. Yep.
Wow. I love Marilyn.
Thank
So
you.
nice to
Nice to
meet
meet you too.
so another fun thing about Marilyn is that she is no longer allergic to cats. She texted me photos, and we didn't have time to add them to that slide, but she texted me photos that her face would blow up with swell up when she was around or near cats at all. And now she has one as a pet, and she's doing fantastic. So Jeff, could you tell us how to get these patches?
I sure can. And I actually did meet Marilyn. She was amazing. Listen, the quick thing is get with the person who introduced you, because they can give you more information about how all this works. But we have a retail and then we have a wholesale ability to do this. You have the preferred customer program and the preferred plus. Those are a couple of opportunities that you can get involved with this. Everybody pays $25 annually per year. I always like to talk to people about the customized packages that are available. And they've actually added a new one. I'm just gonna kind of go through this real quick. I had it on my phone, but I got a text message and it wiped out what I had here. So when we're talking about the customized packages, and I'm always trying to get people to buy the customized packages because it's better bang for your buck. And also, if you share the technology with anyone, it helps you out as well because the company's happy to pay you to share the information. But you have a starter pack, which is $25. You have the core, which is $295, and then you have the advanced. And then they've added another one called the Advanced Plus, which is not showing on the screen. And then obviously you have the premium. For each one of these, if you're looking at $295, that's typically for one person. You're going to get a selection of patches with that. And each sleeve has 30 days worth of patches in it. The advanced one is literally kind of like for 2 people, if you and your wife or your spouse or whoever you might want to share this with. And then of course the 1750, that's if you're really a practitioner or you have the ability to do this and then share this with everybody. But every one of those reduces your cost to wholesale. You are no longer paying retail. So for example, the X49 retail is $149. If you're wholesaling it, it's $50 less, or $99.95. So, and then you can also, if you can go back to that slide for a minute, let's say you purchase the $295 one, you can also upgrade, and each one of these has a one-time upgrade. So you just pay the difference between $535 and $295, and that gets you the upgrade and another section of patches. The same thing is true for the $1750. Okay, we can move to the next one. There are also supportive patches. I'm always encouraging people to use the X39, the Eon, and Alavita for me. Those are the three that I use. But then when you order, you're going to get something like this. You can customize the packet to be whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. You can customize the package for however you want to purchase them. I'm always start with X39. That's our flagship patch. And there's a lot of people that just use the X39. But then these supportive patches, that they all do something to your body that help you restore your body to the condition literally you were when you were being formed in the womb. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, you can get with the person who introduced you to all of this stuff, and they can show you how to get signed on to take advantage of those benefits. I think that's kind of all I have there on that.
I just wanted to point out too, if for some of you that might be dealing with pain, we have an incredible patch called the Ice Wave, and it's a pain blocker that stops the nerve pain communication. So if that is you, we would customize your pack a little different. So you can get 2 Ice Wave, 2 Eon, that's giving you a couple months, and then the one X39. And then after that, the next month, you'd want to order X39. That's the one that's a prolonged usage recommendation to bring back enough of those dormant repair cells. So it's only $99.95 a month thereafter, once you've done your initial wholesale pack.
And I would add too, thank you, Tracy, for that. I put one patch on a person while we were in Israel, and it was the X39. Her pain disappeared within 2 minutes. We never got to the Ice Wave. So it depends on your body and how they react to the patches. But again, that is available to you. I always like to talk about X49 as well. This one here builds muscle mass, metabolism. It protects. By the way, if you have a cell phone on you and you are not protected from EMFs, you become a grounding rod for every kind of bad radiation in the room that you're in. I actually tested the X49 on a friend of mine, and it blocked all of the radiation, the bad radiation. So I was really, really super impressed. There's a test that I do to kind of show them how this works. Anyway, you can, again, customize your pack. And then there's certain promotions that'll happen. We're in one now. So once you get started using the patches and you have access to the websites and whatnot, you'll want to keep an eye on those promotions, because there's some cost savings to you. In fact, I'm going to make a little bit of cost saving tonight with a couple of people. So take advantage of them as you can. The next slide, please.
And just to point out, you are getting a free X49 if you order by October 31st. So it's $149.95 retail value. You just need to order a core pack or higher, or you can do an upgrade. So if you already have the core pack and you want to go to advanced, you only pay the differential, but you're still getting as many in quantity packs as you got on your initial order, which is pretty amazing deal.
You know, I'm just now seeing that. I didn't know that was okay. Anyway, we have Allergies. I just ordered another container of it today. I took quite a bit of it every day that we were at the convention, because our friend Tracey, or the people at the conference, they gave us the Ice Wave, or the Cellarize. So I took it every morning. It's a great product. It comes with a whole bunch of goodies that help your stem cells. And so as I was listening to David Schmidt explain it, the Cellarize, I was like really, really super impressed, because it is something that acts in conjunction with the patches when you're wearing them. And as you can see, these are new slides for me, but the buckthorn fruit, which is something that's amazing. You just kind of have to read. I remember my wife was looking at the container and she goes, wow, this stuff's got some healthy stuff in it. But anyway, I ordered my next jar, and it makes a big difference to start your day out. They also have one for the evening that you can take right before bed. Uh, I don't know, Trace, is there anything else there?
And we just have the water machine.
Well, we've got the light infused water machine, and I was told, because we had a concert, and it's a great thing to share with you. Elton John gave a private concert, and he was gifted one of these machines. These machines, light infused water, there's nothing like it in the world. It's kind of like a created water thing now that you can drink. And I did actually drink some of this, and I remember the 2 times that I did drink it, my brain was working overdrive and never got tired throughout the day. So I'm looking forward to getting these machines. They're going to be coming to the market in January, I believe. There was a couple of things that they had to kind of tweak. So several people got the machines and then found that there was a few problems. So they kind of pulled back. And I guess now it's going to happen in January, Tracy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what we understand. And I get to experience this through the eyes of others. We got to have one here at our home, and all I can say is life-changing. Ridiculous what's happening in the positive sense with just drinking water, and it's pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah, and again, I got to reemphasize something. There's nothing like this in the world. Drinking light infused water that does amazing things to your body. So I'm hoping you guys will invest a little time, learn about that, and find out a little bit more about how this all works and how these patches work. And we just love to have you on board. I am absolutely thrilled. I don't even know how to extrapolate all the information I was supposed to last week. It was the most amazing thing of my adult life, and I really do mean that. But anyway, the light infused water is coming soon, and I think that pretty much wraps up my information. Get with the person who introduced you to this, and also we are here every Monday and Tuesday night. I'm always here on Tuesday nights. Monday nights a little shorter. Tuesday nights we do a deep dive. Bring a guest, invite a guest, and have them learn about this amazing technology. Every Monday night, half an hour, sometimes a little longer. Every Tuesday night, we go through this whole process, and then we do a deep dive. And tonight we're going to talk about the conference. So, and of course, the code is harmonypatchingzoom.com. In order to get onto the Zoom call, you might want to write that down. Then Wednesday, Marcy, who was amazing. I got to meet her. I interviewed her. She does a Zoom party between 4 and 5 p.m. And her information is also on here. So get connected to the person who introduced all of this to you, and they will help you. Due to the FDA regulations, LifeWave cannot advertise, but the company will give you a thank you check for all the people that you introduced to this, which is what I love. And I met a lot of those people, about 10,000 of them last week. Again, we are not doctors. We are simply sharing information tonight. Begin living younger today. LifeWave.
Good job.
Thank you, Jess. That was great.
So much. You did a fantastic job. We'd like to ask too, if anybody here is a new guest, if you could put your name into chat and indicate who invited you. We'd like to enter you to win some X39 patches. So we'll be doing a drawing here in just a moment. And again, if you are a guest, and if you'll put your name in, we'll put you in for the drawing. And do we have anyone with questions? You are very welcome to put them in to chat, or you can just unmute yourself. I know some people don't like to do that, so we don't want to take you out of your comfort zone, whatever you feel comfortable with. And if you would, and we will put your name in here, Carol. And for those of you who would like to stay on after we're concluded with this question and answer, we are going to go in and share insights into what we learned at this amazing conference down in Anaheim. But I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and thanks so much for joining us.